Now, so you obviously, I'm sure you heard the word about the verdict coming down as a guilty unanimously and the O Block 6 being charged or looking like they're going to be sentenced to life in prison, in federal prison, which is, pretty much hard to reverse or anything like that. Now, recently, I talked to a guy, or I interviewed a guy by the name of Big Mike, who's actually Wooski's older brother. Now, I know are you familiar with Big Mike?
Yeah, I seen him before. My man.
Now, he basically said that, man, even though that some of them are his homeboys, because him and C Murder were actual homeboys, like they're the same age and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
And he knew Los as well. He said that he felt like they crashed out.
Yeah.
Do you feel that same way, or how do you feel about the situation?
I just told you when I first heard about the news, because when folks died, to be honest, nobody knew who did what. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know who did what. It's like a lot of weird stuff that was floating around in there. Niggas were trying to say me and phone guy for what back door. It's weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was all weird. You didn't know who it was. So when it finally came out, like they charged niggas with that, and then they started dropping evidence on. That's crazy, weird. You know what I'm saying? They play crazy. They was no holds barred. But I don't even know who did that. I don't know. That's what the
I get
said.
that part of it.
Nobody did nothing. I ain't saying nobody did nothing. They ain't got to do me.
Man, I get that. But the court has already found them guilty, and it looks like they're going to be looking at some lengthy
Hey, look, you go to
prison.
court to find you guilty and you ain't do it, and you still go to jail, right? Sometimes, don't you?
That's true. That's true. There's
people can't just be doing that. The court's found
like statistically, there's people in jail who are innocent right now.
Right now. On God.
I know Dutchie and Young gotta know by now that when they get on the platform, they gonna be asked about the trial. But I know this shit gotta get annoying, folks. Like, folks, y'all don't got nothing else to talk about? It's either gonna be about the trial or be about butter. Like, that's insane. I do know as interviewers that y'all bringing up these niggas dead homies, right? The pain ain't never gonna heal if you steady bringing this shit up. At this point, the trial shit, that shit, we got a whole bunch of other shit breaking the internet. And y'all want to sit here and still talk about not just this platform, all platforms, across all platforms. Y'all sit here and want to still talk about this man. Y'all ain't talking about Duck, y'all talking about Vine. Y'all ain't talking about Duck, y'all ain't talking about Vine, y'all talking about butter. Like, this is insane, bro. I can see if there was a positive message behind this shit. Like, there's a couple of platforms that's pushing a positive message, but like, these other platforms are just circulating the stories around death. Like, folks, come on, G.
Are you familiar with Big Mike?
And yes, of course the nigga knows Big Mike, bro. Of course he knows Big Mike. It's Wooski's older brother. Is Wooski not FBG? Let's start there.
Even though that some of them are his homeboys, because him and C Murder were actual homeboys. Like, they're the same age and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
And he knew Los as well. He said that he felt like they crashed out.
It doesn't matter if somebody's your homeboy or if they're not your homeboy. If they crashed out, they crashed out. Did they crash out? 100%. 100% they crashed out. But we already know this. We already went over this topic 1,000 times.
Nobody know who did what. It's like a lot of weird stuff that was floating around in there. Niggas were trying to say me and phone guy for what back door. It's weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
is backdoor vibes full activity coming from FBG? Yeah, of course, but that was going on in the air, and obviously none of us is FBG, so we don't know what was really going on.
You go to court to find you guilty and you ain't do it, and you still go to jail, right? Sometimes, don't you?
But see, Dutchie, this is the shit that I be talking about. It's like you too cool for school. All right, okay, you anti-snitch, anti-telling, you don't know nothing, you ain't do this, you don't gang bang, you don't know who shot who. Okay, we get the point. But gee, these niggas is convicted. And yes, we all know the statistics that there's people in jail that are guilty. But we all know, we all seen the video, we seen these niggas gather, gang up into the car. We seen these niggas fly across the E-way. We see these niggas get out. We see these niggas shoot this nigga. We see this nigga get back in the car. We see this nigga drive all the way back to O Block. We see these niggas do a interview on top of the car in O Block. We see these niggas troll on the internet for months. Like, I don't really understand. Like, gee, we got phone calls, we got text messages, we got snitches, we got everything. What are you talking about? Oh, they may not be guilty. You don't know. Like, bro, we understand what you're saying, but bro, cut it out. Cut it out. They're guilty. They pop folks. Give your man some justice, gang.
But I don't even know who did that. I don't know. That's just, if that's what the
Nah, I
evidence
get
is,
that
I
part.
I don't know who did that. I ain't saying nobody say nothing. We get that. But bro, let's be real. We talking about what the court said. You don't gotta say, you know, we talking about what the court said, gang. The courts ruled that, and for you to think any of that shit's gonna get overruled is insane to me. For you to even vocalize that shit and put that shit in the air, gang. And it's supposed to be your homie. Y'all go ahead and click the next video.